My sailing has taken me all over the world, but there's still nothing like coming home to the west of Ireland. The environment I grew up in here in Clew Bay really shaped the person I've become. The mountains and sea here. Living that close to the sea, living that close to an amazing bay really has made me the person I am today. My name is Joan Malloy and I'm a professional solo sailor from the west of Ireland. The ocean is really my environment. That's where I feel most at home, and it's a big part of me, and it's really important that we act to protect it. It's under massive threat right now. Reducing our carbon emissions is one of the most important things that we can do. So every single petrol or diesel engine that we can stop running is a step towards that goal.
It's such a peaceful place to be on the water in the west coast of Ireland. I wanted to protect that rather than damage it. Wonder are a manufacturing company that produce a range of eco-friendly products, from boats, trailers to motors. People are sceptical about electric motors because it's a new thing. It's totally different to what they're used to, and people are stuck in their ways.
We're in Achill Island today and we're testing the electric motor of the Wanda 33. Sailing on a boat with electric motor is quite different. It's really quiet, there is no smell of fumes, and also it's nice to know that I'm not leaving any emissions in the atmosphere or any pollutants in the ocean behind me, so we're really leaving no trace as we're motoring along here. As an offshore racer, the work that Wanda's doing is really important to me because it means that I can run a genuinely sustainable sailing campaign using technology like this.
Wanda has set out with a collaboration between IForm and the SFI to rapid prototype and come up with new eco-friendly, sustainable materials and recyclable materials. We're a small team on the west of Ireland, and this collaboration will help us make a massive impact on marine engineering worldwide. The uniqueness of what we're trying to produce is a motor that isn't on the market at the moment, that is silent running, zero polluting, carbon neutral, and the design of the blades have no destruction to marine life whatsoever. The marine industry needs to change, and IForm and Wanda are trying to find those solutions.
IForm is an SFI-funded research centre. It's based here in UCD in Dublin and is spread around 7 other institutions as well. IForm focuses on applying digital technologies to manufacturing processes. Wanda and IForm started collaborating around 2 years ago, and we started by looking at how we could make the blades for their new prototype motors more efficient, speed up the manufacturing process, and also produce a part that could be tested in the sea or in a test tank without having to invest in moulding, which would be the traditional way of manufacturing these parts.
Wanda's decided to work with IForm on the 3D printing, as it gives us the flexibility to change designs and manufacture them in a very, very short time scale.
A lot of the time when you say 3D printing, people think of hobby level machines or maybe people who like to tinker in a garage, but it's very much becoming an industrial technology. As an example, there are 3D printed hips and knee implants in people all over the world, and there are 3D printed parts in aircraft which are flying in the skies right now. By using 3D printing, we were able to print carbon fiber parts that had a similar strength, very, very lightweight, and also could be representative of the final product. There was a huge jump in the performance of the motor and the amount of thrust that it was able to generate when we used these advanced composites. And one of the advantages of these materials is how stiff they are, and that keeps the shape of the blades exactly where they need to be.
This project's just not about developing an electric motor, it's about developing a self-sufficient, regenerating motor.
So one of the big advantages of the Wanda motor is that it can be used for regeneration as well as propulsion. So once you're using your motor to cleanly exit the harbour or the port, you can switch it over into regeneration mode, And as you sail around your islands or from one country to the other, you're slowly recharging those batteries with clean, renewable energy. So in theory, if you wanted to, you could just keep sailing and never really have to plug into a main socket to get your power.
I think the development that Wanda have done is amazing, and it's really particularly special to me because it's developed here in the west of Ireland. It's an innovation that involves people, from all over the country, but its home is here, and that is exactly the kind of innovation that we need to tackle climate change. Lots of small solutions that bring us closer to the common goal.